A response video to Bella. So I'm putting it on the Do Not God channel just because this is kind of personal. You do it publicly, but it is personal. Yeah, I mean, Bella, I don't... It's a weird circumstance that we got caught up in. I'll explain it to you, I hope as thoughtfully as you just did your video. You know, we had our disagreement, and it wasn't about racism so much as it was about facilitating racism. We're all bigots. I mean, we all have preferences and prejudices, and I can accept that in everybody. I accept it in myself. What I can't accept is your philosophy of embracing that. Okay, not saying that, not acknowledging that we all need forces, things to stop us from acting on that nonsense. We need punishments. We need rewards, and we need punishments. We need practical rules to live by that will prevent our nature, the things that are our conditioning, from doing real damage to other people. And so that's the substance of our disagreement. I didn't dislike you or found you repugnant because I thought you were a racist. You were repugnant because the ignorance you were preaching was so destructive to any hope of human civilization. We will not be civilized by nature. We must be civilized by principles and rules. And it is rejection of that notion that makes me insane, because it's the whole reason why this world will crash is because it has no appreciation for that concept, for principles, that systems have to have rules. You can't have a functioning society if you don't have functional rules for how it should be run, because human nature will destroy it. Human nature is not a good thing. So anyway, so we'll get past that. We'll move beyond that, and on to the issue of what, how I should react. I just find this kind of ludicrous that I should, you know, I would wish. I mean, unfortunately, some of my past videos are broken, a lot of them. But I wish you people would just put together a couple of pointers, like point to a video and say, see, Gary, now that video was way out of line. And that would be really informative or instructive, because I could look at the video and I could say, oh, okay, what did I do wrong here? How did I become the provocateur, the attacker, rather than the defender? Because I would argue that I can't do it myself. I mean, I can't go back through my videos and say, shit, I shouldn't have made that video. I mean, the most hysterical video I made probably was the Dario, and it was completely productive. It did exactly what it had to do. It threw a brick in his motherfucking face and said, rethink. You're way off base here. You know, grow a brain. I mean, it forced the issue. But whatever. It's just, you know, this isn't a, you keep saying that it's my reaction. Everybody keeps saying it's my reaction, my reaction, my reaction. I've allowed them to know they can hurt me, therefore I've empowered them. And, you know, and you're also, like, there's no damage they can do. There's huge damage they can do. The people who watch my videos don't watch my videos. And now there's a whole bunch of people that these people, when they do all this yammering, there's people that just say, oh, he's a Holocaust denier? Oh, that motherfucker. So there's people who've never even seen my videos. They've seen 2 videos, 1 video, and now they have defined me based on the yammer, these yobs, all this yob talk that goes on. And, you know, I mean, like I said, you know it happens. I mean, there's people PM me every day with stupid questions. I mean, questions I answered 3 videos ago. I mean, that's how much they pay attention. So, you know, I'm not, it's not, that's why I, you know, it's just to a point where, and then again, I would make the second argument to you. I ignore the videos by the irrelevant. Okay, I mean, I'm not. There's an account called Do Not Gary out there. I haven't gotten hysterical about it. I haven't done anything about it. You know, because it's sort of irrelevant. But you know, it's getting more and more relevant. You know, because more and more people keep endorsing the game. Joneser exists not because of my reaction, but because a few hundred people will show up to applaud his performance. You know, that's the bottom line, right? I mean, they show up to applaud. He gets rewarded for what he's doing, and the reward's not coming from me, it's coming from the crowd that's applauding the nonsense. I mean, his videos are rated higher than mine, right? The view numbers aren't bad, so I mean, he's winning. He's not winning because I'm reacting. He's winning because if you look at the Voices in the Head video, for example, there's a whole litany of people that are supposed to be in this community thing who are endorsing his grotesque accusation that I'm an anti-Semitic. That I'm anti-Semitic. I mean, it's a grotesque accusation. And they're applauding it. They're applauding the accusation, saying, yes, bravo. And why would I communicate with people that are doing that? I mean, what is there to talk about? I mean, how big a motherfucking scummy shithole they are? I mean, what possible communication can I possibly have with people endorsing that? You know, I mean, there's no communication to be had. So who on YouTube am I supposed to communicate with? And the problem with me and Nick, I mean, again, here's a guy, he has no context. You know, Nick hasn't watched all these videos. He hasn't read these comments that are all over the damn place. And he just drew the conclusion that Kathy is just a nice little person, and there's no way she could have done anything wrong, and I'm the evil one. And that's all. He just decided, he picked sides and chose who's going to be the yob and who's not, even though I've done no yobbing, even though I've never commented on her videos or rated any of her videos or done anything but make my own videos responding to her nonsense. That's my crime. I made a video responding to her crazy accusations, and that's my crime. And that's the extent of it. And so how do I have where's the premise for the conversation? So go ahead, like I said, point to the videos. Give me the list, of, 1, 2, 3, some volume of videos where I can look at the video and say that video was completely out of line. And I just, I don't think you're going to be able to do it. And I think I'm going to be able to defend my reaction to the videos and my response and what I had to say and all the rest of it. So whatever. I don't, you can conclude that this is about me being offensive. But no, this is really about the substance. It really is. People don't like what I'm saying, okay? They don't want to be called an asshole. They don't want to hear that inner asshole stuff. They don't want to hear that their bigotries can't be validated, like you didn't want to hear that. You didn't want to hear that your personal preferences can't be validated by society. You want to hear that, yes, they can. I can be an individual and all this other crap. No, you have to be an individual within a restraint, within a confinement of principled rules, and you don't want to hear that. And that's what this becomes an argument about. There's stuff people don't want to hear. They don't want to hear bacteria with brains. They don't want to hear that we're owned by a DNA molecule's ambitions. They think human beings are something mystical and magical. Even though they say they're atheists, they think nature is brilliant. I mean, to some extent, I think you think nature's brilliant. So whatever. I mean, this is just, and the point is that they can't attack my logic, okay, the facts and logic I've thrown on the table, and all they have to attack is me, the messenger. That's all. So they're going to just pile on the messenger. And I'll concede this messenger is a human being. I mean, I've clawed and scratched and, I eked out an existence my whole life. I mean, just barely surviving for the years I'm alive. And it's sort of, in a way miraculous to have survived it. And here I am. And yeah, I just don't have, I just don't have the capacity to have this piling on crap. It can't happen forever. You can't just be piled on and dumped on forever. I mean, there's a point where it's It's there's just too much. It's too much to carry. It's too many chains. It's too many knives. It's too much negative being thrown at me for me to find any kind of whatever. I mean, I gotta find some sort of reason to get up in the morning, and to face this crap is not a reason. I mean, this just it's just not.
So whatever. It was a good video. I like when you're just being a human being and not trying so hard. So whatever. I mean, who knows what, I'll have like 45 channels soon, and so I can split all my little personalities onto those different channels, and we'll just see what happens. I'm not going away, and but yeah, I'm not. There's no point. Like I said, what conversation can I have with people who have endorsed other people calling me anti-Semitic when they know that's just complete bullshit? I mean, it's just grotesque. I don't have a conversation with assholes. That's just being too big an asshole. I mean, really, there's no point in communicating with that. So you tell me who I can talk to on YouTube.